if you want change, we have to know what your condition is.
Okay.
All right, so let's not paint a pretty picture here.
No, it's not a pretty picture, sister.
Let's get to the issues that really matter in this community.
The issue
Lack
is
of housing. What else is the lack of here?
housing, jobs.
What else? What else? Resources.
That's right.
What we need for teenagers?
Get them off the street.
Clean up teenagers. Clean up the street.
We
and
need
this
recreation programs. What else
Yes,
we need
sir.
here?
And houses. Senior citizens.
And really, the water treatment.
Hospitals. We need plenty here.
Ladies.
We got a lady coming in.
First of all, let's say there's a great need,
And
not
they-
just
they
here, but
tighten
we
it
look
down.
at the whole entire Mississippi
Yeah.
Delta. There's a shortage of houses. There's a shortage of jobs. There's a whole lot of things, but as we continue, like I said, there's other sources coming from the outside. Now, as far as that allocation about someone coming in and we turn them down, right now we're in the process of working with A. Henry, which provides doctors to come in. Now, you have resources, but you have to have ways and means to get out there to get these. Money is not just going to fall out of the sky. You have to go out there and work. And like a book I read, Who Moved the Cheese, you have to find different sources because it's a very competitive. And in this world of politics, in which it's political, you have to know certain people. So it's not that you turn down, even with some that may have a business. We know those who are in the business sector, you come in, you look at your people, say, well, let's get a Walmart. You're going to know Walmarts and other stores, they're going to look at your demographics. So what we're working on as far as a store, which I have showed you the proposal, is that we want the people to own the store. Instead of depending on others to come back out like your Walmarts, Walmart is not going to come to Lambert, Mississippi, these places like this. So you have to reach out and you have to start building your own entrepreneurs. So what we're doing, we're working now, as a matter of fact, with Sister Price, we're sending out papers asking the citizens of Lambert. It's called My Store, Limited Liability Corporation. Also with the pastors in this area. But in order, like once again, some things only come when you start helping yourself. And this will be a store for the people. So a lot of people say this will not work, but as we walk by faith and not by sight, it will work. And that's what they're trying to do, garner people to work for themselves instead of having people to come in. So that's what we're working on as far as a store and a clinic.
It's your time to speak. What else you need in this area?
Let's talk about the young black men.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Yes, sir.
I grew up in the ghetto in Memphis. I saw the worst of the worst. I lived in the area where Martin Luther King was slain. Look, our black children from kindergarten to the 12th grade has no directions. I was a grown man when I found out what the stock market was. I was a grown man when I found out what politics was and how the world actually worked. Our children need to begin to know these things from the beginning when they're young. I was a grown man
So
when I learned how. Right.
21st century education is what we need in here?
But see,
Also, we need real stability leadership.
Okay, libraries. I heard there's no
Leadership.
public libraries.
No, it's not.
No public libraries.
None.
How many people?
We have one,
How
but
many
it's in
people?
March.
How many people have access to the internet here? Nobody. How many? One.
Zero.
And
Maybe one
we are out
person.
here. We are out here. I would say we're looking at almost 70 to 80 people out here, and there's only one person out here with the access to the internet. So we can definitely see some injustice right here. Anybody else? Doctor's office. How far do you drive to get to the doctor?
20,
man?
30 miles.
How many miles?
20, 30 miles.
What you do when you don't have a car?
You have to pay $20.
$20.
$20. I went twice this week, paid $20.
So what do you do when the gas is extremely high?
I had to pay $30.
I also heard that there's
So
no food
did.
in this town from
No
time to time.
food.
And
ma'am.
so
No,
without
ma'am.
these pantries, what do you have?
Don't have a
we
grocery
don't
store.
have
Don't
a
have
grocery
nothing.
store here in Lambert. We have a lack of adequate housing. Me, myself, personally, I am a single parent with a child in school. I have to drive 100 miles to take her to school, 100 miles bringing her back. And my job does not afford me gas to do this. As far as medical attention, I have several medical issues myself. I drive 100 miles to see my doctor. We don't have a doctor here that will see me or treat me in my condition.
Come on, give it up. We need
right.
It's a lot of things that we
experience
need.
here.
Our children need leadership. They need some type of programs that they can get involved in to keep them off of the streets. So many of our young people are turning to drugs because there's nothing here in Quitman County for them to do other than sell drugs. Stand on the corner, right here in Lambert.
I have a question to ask you. Do you feel like the stimulus package that just passed, and I know that your governor didn't want it here, do you feel like it will affect Mississippi and you're going to see some changes? Do you feel like that?
No. They gonna use it for themselves. We been talking about some money here, they ain't spent it yet. And then they looking for the stimulus. No way. We don't want them to hear. We don't want it here until they get rid of the money what they already have.
So there's money that's not being allocated.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Plenty. Plenty. They ain't did nothing with it. Plenty.
We also have, we're back to the basics. We don't even have decent water half the time. We have to boil
We buy water.
Our roads is gravel, terrible all of our cars, along with bad housing. And then there's nothing a lot of time for maybe a working person that can't afford something. If you need